What's up, guys? My name is Justin. I'm from Team Envy, and today I'm going to teach you how to improve your objective work. So one of the best ways to improve your objective play is to get to the point and buy time for your teammates coming off of the spawn. The number one thing to do when you're a sub or an objective player is to finesse and buy time. When you're buying time for your teammates, make sure to throw shoulders and get information for your teammates coming off of spawn. If you let them know where the other team's going to be, they're going to be ready for the fights when they get there to help you, and it should make for an easy cap. Throwing shoulders is kind of like peeking around a corner, but just a little bit, just so like your shoulder peeks out, just so you can see them but don't have the risk of getting shot. The faster you are with your shoulders, the less chance you have of dying and the more chance you have of staying alive to get the cap with your teammates. When you're buying time for your teammates, your only objective is pretty much staying alive. If you have any kind of utility, any kind of frag grenade or stun grenade, you want to use that to keep the other team back, and never split push with, one or two people on your team. Anytime you go for a push, you want to have all 5 players together. Always rotate around the map together and cut your corners together so you guys don't get two-pieced. In Black Ops 4, Search and Destroy is completely different than it is in most of the other ground CODs. All Search and Destroy is in this game is literally running around with your team, running around as a unit. Your information that you're getting to your team is the most important in this game mode, and you need to value your life the most. If you die without a trade, your team's most likely going to lose the round, so you have to make sure you're at least running around in pairs so your teammate can trade out any deaths that you get. So on defense and Search and Destroy, it's not played, traditionally head smash the front of the bomb site like it would be on offense. A lot of the times, teams are going to play spreads, and you have to have someone getting info across the map because you have to at least, 3 or 4 stack of sites so you don't get overran. So whoever is playing the opposite site that your team is not at is the most important player on defense. So on post plant, on offense and Search and Destroy, I was talking about the setups that you need to make sure you can secure the late round. There's pretty much, 5-6 doorways in every single room, at every single site. So you have to make sure that you have a broad view of the map and don't just, leave a specific lane open. If you leave one of these doorways open post-plant, your teammates can get 2 or 3 piece from the back. So you have to make sure that you're all helping each other and you're all watching the right angles. When you're planting the bomb, you always want to plant away from the other team's favored side and plant towards your teammates. You can angle your body or you can stretch the bomb to get it as far off as possible. And farther you plant off the bomb, the harder it is for the other team to stretch it and defuse it, and it gives your teammates a better view of the site. See, like when the bomb is planted on the left side like that, it kind of gives you like a clear view completely, and they can't really just like lay on the edge and defuse the bomb. They have to come all the way out to defuse it, so it gives your AR player a clear view right there. So in Search and Destroy, the best way to use your streaks is mostly for information, because it's so easy to keep track if you get streaks or if the other team gets streaks that most of the time, you don't always get a kill or 2 kills with them because you can see the enemy team score. So if you get a lightning strike or a hellstorm, the best thing to do is to hover your hellstorm to get information about where the other team is and then stack the site, or using your lightning strike to ping is the most effective way to use it. When the enemy team plants at one of your sites, you want to send at least 4 of your teammates to one side and then 1 person on a late pinch. You have to completely stack aside so you don't get overran, and you all have to go in the same way and take the same angles, because if you guys get picked apart going in the same doorway, you will not win the round. When you go through the back door, you always have to wait for your late pincher first to make sure he can get a kill or he can help you guys out, because if you guys die before he gets there, he's pretty much useless and he went all the way around the map for no reason. So 4 on one side, on your defensive side, and then 1 person late pitching all the way around the other side to get the defuse. The differences in S&D on Black Ops 4 compared to other games, I feel like this S&D is way more fast-paced. Obviously, we have the 6 rounds, 1.5 minutes. In other like traditional COD, we've had 2.5-minute rounds before. You'll have people, watching flank for 2 whole minutes and sitting back here and camping. And in this one, you decide what site you're going to, you hit the site, you hope you get the plant down, you hope you get the kills, and if you don't, you lose the round. Since I do carry the bomb, I think the most essential thing to my loadout is most of the time I have flak jacket on, because we have so many explosives now. We have score streaks, we have frags, we have cluster grenades, and all it takes is one of those to get you off the bomb, and then your teammates are handicapped. So I literally run flak jacket probably 90% of the time to make sure I don't get naded off the bomb. The only time I would say it's a good idea to sacrifice yourself is if your team's in an advantage, like a 4v2 or something like that, and you have to slide out to challenge the guy with your team. Other than that, if it's a 5v5 or something, you literally just have to stay alive as long as possible. If you guys have the bomb down and there's 20 seconds left and there's 2 guys left, maybe you can throw your life away to bait for your teammates or to challenge with them. Other than that, your life is extremely important in Search and Destroy. Off the start of Hardpoint, the most important thing to do is valuing your life once again. When you're breaking off, make sure you have all lanes covered, all 5 lanes coming from different angles, and make sure you guys get the initial kill. If you go 5 down, you're gonna go in the hole a lot earlier than you want to. Another thing about Hardpoint, rotation is also one of the more important things. Always take long routes and always try and travel around the map with your teammates. Always go around the back to make sure there's nobody, hiding in the back, blocking the spawn. Always make sure you're running in packs if you can. Communication is really a big key to breaking and defending hills. You need to know what your teammates have, what they're watching, what's open. Hardpoint's a lot of team shotting and taking the same angles and mowing people down together to make sure you can get the most out of your bullets. So like on this Lambo hill right here, you probably want to have 3 people inside of the hill, 1 person in the back lobby back here, and then 1 person blocking the spawn. A lot of players don't realize that you need to block spawns, but let's say if you all push up into the hill and nobody's standing back there, when you get that wave of kills and your teammates are pushing up rock, the enemy team's gonna have spawning behind you. So up until probably about the halfway point of the hill, you want to have someone in the back of any hill on any map blocking the spawn to make sure that the enemy team doesn't split spawn behind you. Let's say the enemy team is blocking spawns, like on this rock hill. Let's say someone's in boat. This is the favorable spawn in my opinion. Let's say someone's back there. You can take a route through the bar or around the back. You always want to send teammates on pinches to try and break the spawn that you want. Always make sure you communicate with your teammates and be aware of it, what spawn you want on which hill, so you guys are all on the same page and pushing in the same direction. Pretty much all Call of Duty is in respawn game modes is spawn manipulation. Whoever has the best spawns, whoever manipulates them the best throughout the game, usually wins the map. Also sets you up to get way more kills if you have spawn control, because obviously the way they have the map set up is when you have spawn control, you also have the power positions on your side. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you in League play.